All right. It's Chapo. I'm just going to kick things off right away this week. We're joined now, making his second appearance on the show, someone who I regard as the greatest humanitarian of our times, a humble genius, a dreamer, and a beacon of hope for all of humanity. Elon Musk, how are you doing?
Yeah, good. Yeah, thank you. It's so great to be on the show again to share my vision with you guys. It's great to be with the Chapo clan.
Elon, you're coming off an amazing week where you captured the world's imagination and rescued all of those children trapped in a cave in Thailand. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
It's a fantastic week, and it's building on a lot of other fantastic weeks. I haven't had a bad week since 1990 and the political events that happened in that year. But we are, you got to forgive me because I'm here. We're on the ground in Phuket, and we're still working on the operation. What we did together with the royal government of Thailand, getting the 12 soccer boys out of the tunnel, just really the kind of inspiration that I need for my Space Force. And I was very inspired by the work of not only the young boys, but also of, the government of Thailand. We did it together. And SpaceX and Elon Musk could not have done what we did without some of the assistance of those people. So I have to be generous in that sense.
Probably the most crucial element of this rescue was the introduction of your personal child-sized submarines. Can you speak a little bit about the development of this technology?
We've been working on it for years. Different program through SpaceX. One of our projects, because it takes so long to get to Mars, we were working on deep space pods so that we would be able to have children go between Earth and Mars if they have divorced parents, like on an airline. And they'll be able to travel on their own, you see. And so we were working on that, and we thought, hey, this is a perfect opportunity to, reconfigure an existing project and try to get some headlines. And that's what we did. And it was really fantastic. They're perfect child-sized pods. They work whether the biological organism is alive or not. And they're just perfectly made for weaseling their way through an underground tunnel, whether it's in Phuket or whether it's in an undisclosed location where you'll see me surface again soon.
Elon, how do you respond to criticism? I mean, it's shocking to me that...
I want to cut you off there real quick, if I might, Will. The way I respond to criticism is by being online all day long, arguing with people on Twitter. Because let me say something. You're socialist this, socialist that. I'm also a socialist. I'm a socialist who happens to believe in the power of the markets and extra political power for billionaires.
Some people have said that this rescue that you did of these children, and again, they wouldn't have been rescued without your help, was just simply a publicity stunt to gain get some cheap heat for you and your company.
A publicity stunt. That sounds like something that Warren Buffett and his little troll boys would have put out there. Publicity stunt is when you have Pillsbury Doughboy on TV getting poked and you go buy Pillsbury Dough. Publicity stunt is electrifying an elephant to prove that your kind of electricity is not the right kind of electricity. Which, by the way, we're going to go on a tour of the United States and Canada in the next couple of years, and we are going to be electrifying some elephants just to prove actually that the Solar City Vision and Tesla battery grid is perfectly operational. So it's going to be a positive exercise in electrifying elephants. No, what we were doing is we're saving children. We're saving children, and we went down there. We were specifically asked by the king of Thailand. He said, Elon, I have no plan. I don't know what to do. And I was communicating with him every day. We were on FaceTime. And I said, you got to do this, and I'm going to get on the ship there. So we have our little submarines. We also are bringing over a little a boring company, large drill. And the good news is the boys are out, and the Thai government has been kind enough to give us the site of the caves, and we're going to use it as a proving ground for Tesla, for SpaceX, for the boring company.
Wow, so you're going to put some more boys down there?
Well, sure. I mean, that's obviously down the line, but you got to engineer it first and make sure it's safe and not safe so you know what to allow for. There are going to be real boys, but not before we put in a little boring company tunnel. We're going to widen it just a little bit so you can just comfortably move a tube of one child at a time through the tunnel. And it's going to be a perfectly horrifying attraction.
People are so impressed with this rescue. They're reaching out, to use your genius and your intellect to solve some of our society's other problems.
Yes, that's good. I see the check cleared.
I've been seeing a lot of people ask you, Elon, what can you do with your magnificent technology to make the people of Flint, Michigan have clean drinking water? What are you planning for that?
So we're talking about the Flint, Michigan, and yes, sure, no problem. I can get you drinking water. What do you want? Do you want it to be hard water? Do you want to bathe with it? Do you want to drink it? It's no problem at all. The solution is going to be done with nanocomputers. So we're working on that. We're working on biologically changing the people of Michigan so they don't need the same amount of water. We're working on installing solar panels in people's stem cells so that they can draw energy from the sun instead of from hydrogen and oxygen molecules. This is the stuff of, we're inspired by the work of Isaac Asimov. We're inspired by the work of Robert Heinlein, We're inspired by some great political thinkers of South Africa and a lot of other places. And we're going to make humanity lean. They're not going to need as much stuff. You understand?
Wow, is all I have to say to that.
I'm also working on a deodorant. There's going to be a deodorant. It's called, the fragrance is called Elon Musk. It's going to go into your armpits and it's going to just sort of biologically change your pheromones so that you smell like someone who belongs on Mars.
Epic, sir, epic. Last question. I saw, a story in the news today that you were one of the top donors to the Republican Congressional Caucus's re-election funds.
Yeah, sure. Is that the problem? I'm a socialist. I'm a socialist who believes in the revolution of the proletariat through donations to the Republicans. I'm playing a game of holographic chess that you can't wrap your mind around.
I can wrap my mind around it, but I would expect a lot of haters online will, be upset by this or, say that it's some sort of hypocrisy on your part, but I don't think they understand that you're giving them money so that when the time comes for them to do right by you and the people of America, you can threaten to withhold that money.
Yeah, all I care about is how they're going to treat the future of humanity. And by that, I mean how they're going to treat my companies that I'm hoping to make billions of dollars off of. Look, I donate to all sides. I'm not a Republican. I'm nonpartisan. I donate to all sides. Yes, we're working with the Republican caucus to get them to support some very important libertarian issues. Also donating to Recep Tayyip Erdogan to make sure that Turkey, just cleans out any political elements that get in the way of a massive SpaceX campus. We donate to all sides. I'm working with the Dutch royal family. We're working with the Saudi royal family. Obviously, we have connections now in Thailand. We're going to have a massive tunnel underneath Bangkok that may drop it into the mantle of the earth. But what it will be replaced with will be magnificent. Do you see the vision? Ad aspera per sanguinem. To the stars through blood. And sometimes the route to the stars, the quickest route, of course, is a straight line between 2 points. Sometimes that line points directly through the center of our Earth. That is why we must drill our way to the stars.
Mr. Musk, thank you so much for your time. On behalf of those boys rescued from the cave, I know they haven't done this to you personally yet, so I will do it on their behalf. Thank you, Mr. Musk, for saving our lives.
Yeah, we're monitoring with them. We're monitoring we like what they did, and so we're going to monitor them and probably kidnap them into an X-Men program sometime in the next 10 years once they've fully completed adolescence. And we're going to if they can survive in those tunnels, we're going to shoot them in a Tesla to Mars and see if they can survive there.
What a beautiful vision of the future. Mr. Musk, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you. Hold on. I got to attend to some of my engineering right here if you don't mind. Pull his body out of the combine!
Chapo.